Okay, with Keenan Dunham, history of the Grand Strand documentary. It's 11 minutes long. I guess it's about the Grand Strand in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. That's where you're there. That's your hometown, correct?
Correct, yes.
So if people don't know what is the Grand Strand.
The Grand Strand is 90 miles of continuous beach at the north east corner of South Carolina, which is Myrtle Beach and a couple other small towns.
So it's a like as a Canadian, I know a lot of we used to always go down there. A lot of Canadians used to go down there. I think not as much now, but it used to be a major tourist destination. Is that still true today?
Yes, absolutely. It's a big golf destination as well.
A lot of golf courses.
Yeah,
And I know people who used to come up with fire. They used to have fireworks. They used to, from Canada, used to
sure.
bring up their fireworks. 'Cause I guess it's legal to sell it in South Carolina.
Right, yeah.
That was my childhood memory of Myrtle Beach.
Cool.
Good beaches, fireworks, and
Yep,
yeah, Canadians like going down there.
cool.
Yeah. Did you notice a lot of Canadians down there?
Oh, absolutely. I met plenty, yeah.
Yeah. And tell us about like kind of what was your motivation for making this documentary?
Yes, it was kind of the advice that John Carpenter had put out there. If you want to do film, pick up and do it. Just find whatever subject you can and do it yourself and put it together. Take the reins, basically. And I had some resources. A family friend, Jack Thompson, is the subject of this short, and it's his photography that's principally the video in the documentary. And I was able to get in touch with him and make him the subject of one of the interviews I did. I did several interviews. And I plan on making this a series in 6 parts, 30 minutes episodes of the full history of the Grand Strand, all about Myrtle Beach and its founding and how it got its name and things like that.
So this is kind of a teaser, I guess, of the film, a teaser of like a bigger project you want to do.
Well, I didn't know if I'd be able to do the bigger project, but it's leaning that way. So, yes, it's originally a short documentary, what I wanted to put together. The best interview that I really liked. It's got a lot of history in it, a lot of things I didn't even know about Myrtle Beach, even though I'm from here, and I want to expand it. Yeah, definitely.
So you and I have a lot of common because we're both from tourists. I'm from Niagara Falls originally,
Yeah,
and so everybody kind of worked as teenagers in Niagara Falls, and you met a lot of tourists. And you're the same. I guess you're the same way, right? Where you kind of meet different people from all over the world.
absolutely. Yeah.
And what did you like? I guess it's like it was common for us because this is our upbringing. But did you find that? Were you aware how unique that was to be like people come to you in many ways, right? Like,
Right.
yeah.
Sure. Yeah, I get a good exposure to a lot of different cultures for sure that come through town. Yeah, I absolutely noticed that. Yeah.
So where did you get all this stock footage of the you like he was
So,
so Jack was the main photographer of most of the
yes,
stuff or
he's the photographer, and it tells his story through his images and Myrtle Beach's story and history. He'd moved down in the 1950s and did photography as soon as he came to Myrtle Beach, which you can see in the documentary. He talks about that, and it's I got over 200 images with his permission. Not all of them are in this short, but the really good
yeah.
ones are. He's a great photographer. It's really great imagery.
It's really cool to watch all this like I love that there's like the shot of all the old taxi cabs lined up, right?
Yeah, and it's got
Yeah.
the things that you don't really see today.
No.
Uh, the boardwalk all lit up with all the retro looking cars and all that. And, there's damage after hurricane, things like that that are local to this area, and it's just awe-inspiring. I loved listening to Jack and hearing his story.
What did he think of the film?
Oh, he loved it. Yeah. And he's very excited. I did tell him that we got Best Historical Documentary. I was really excited about that. Thank you so much.
So like he must be what? like in his 80s now or 90s?
Yeah, he turned 90 while I was filming him, and he actually won a state award, the Palmetto Award. I was able to sit in on Friends of Jack Thompson group, and he actually won the Palmetto Award, which is a state civilian award, and got awarded that while I was shooting, and was awarded that during the filming of the documentary.
So you have some aerial photos. Is that his? Those are his photos as well. The aerial photos.
Yes, those are all his photos.
Where did he? How did he shoot that? Like in a helicopter or something? Or
Yeah, they have. It was probably a plane. Yeah.
yeah.
They do a lot of the beach skyline advertising here in Myrtle Beach as well.
So is the amusement park still there?
Which one? No, actually, parts of it are at different locations. So a lot of the rides were saved. The pavilion is no more, and a lot of the rides are at different venues for tourists. Still,
Like what happened?
it just the place that owned it didn't want to put up any more money, and they closed it down in the early 2000s. And that land is used for a country music festival now.
Gotcha. So the roller coaster got torn down.
Yes, there's no more roller coasters from the original. There is another park called Family Kingdom. There's a different amusement park that's still on the south side of Myrtle Beach.
Yeah. Is the Rivoli the movie theater still there? No.
No, that's been gone. Yeah, I love
Yeah.
that picture. But yeah.
What happened with that? It just closed down.
Yes. Yeah. Just over the years.
And what about Painter's Ice Cream? Is that still around?
No, there's a couple ice cream parlors that have been around a long time, but of course the big one that I put on the movie poster was the Ocean Forest Hotel.
Yeah.
And part of the reason I chose Jack as a subject is my mom had in her office an overlay image of the original Ocean Forest Hotel up in full standing, and then in the clouds it showed the overlay of the demolition of it. So that's a big subject of the documentary. The Ocean Forest Hotel was designed by the same architect who designed the Washington Monument.
And did they? But what? Like, how come it wasn't a historical landmark?
Yes, it had a sister hotel upstate in Greenville, South Carolina, that was made a historic landmark, but unfortunately, the Ocean Forest Hotel was not saved and was not made a historic landmark.
What's the metaphor of you doing that in the poster, where like you're showing this epic hotel, but it's being demolished?
Yes.
Like, what is there? There's like you can't help but think there's a metaphor for that.
It's straight from Jack's story, what he wanted to tell, and he talks about. It was a bittersweet moment in his photography career to see it demolished, and he goes into a lot of the story of that in the short.
No, but I mean, like, is it like a metaphor for like Myrtle Beach?
Absolutely.
Yeah, like
absolutely. Looking at what I would record over history of Myrtle Beach, and it was mainly the landmarks, and that one just stood out as the most iconic, and yet it was destroyed as well. So we are preserving history, if you will. Metaphor.
What's there now?
Smaller condos and things like that, but maybe like 20 condos instead of just one big hotel.
Yeah, it's basically you're kind of, it's that kind of like that gray area where you want to kind of progress as a culture, progress as a city, but you want to keep the history there at the same time, I guess, right?
Yep, it's a give and take, and that's just the way history wound up. And there's a lot of other things I learned about the founding of Myrtle Beach. It wasn't originally called Myrtle Beach. It was originally called Newtown. They had a contest of naming the city in 1912 that they pulled a name out of the hat and got Myrtle Beach, as opposed to another possibility was Edgewater.
Well, who was Myrtle? Who was Myrtle? There's a name?
No, it's named after the crepe myrtle. No, it's wax myrtle, not the crepe myrtle. Yeah, the tree. Yes, because we have a lot of those here.
Gotcha. And then, so how many people live there now?
Actually, the county has grown, so there's probably about 500,000 residents in the whole area. But
So it's a
Myrtle Beach
pretty big area. It's a pretty
Myrtle
big
Beach is
town.
a very tiny municipal area, so there's still probably only 30,000 in Myrtle Beach.
Gotcha. But it's like the tourist area, but like in the whole county, I guess.
Yep,
Right.
it's growing. Yeah.
And so what else what if we would watch the bigger like the longer version, what would we expect? What do we see that we don't see in this film?
So I did multiple interviews. I did 6 interviews. I plan to do some more, and I already have some libraries that I can get some more archive footage from. So I'm going to
Yeah.
expand, have multiple interviews per episode, multiple perspectives, go over some things I didn't go over as much, like the hurricanes that we experienced here. There's 2 big ones,
Yeah.
Hurricane Hazel and Hurricane Hugo, which I experienced Hurricane Hugo in my life as well. The place I was living was destroyed. Our home was destroyed in Hurricane Hugo. That was in 1989. And tell more of the stories of landmarks and people of Myrtle Beach.
And like just kind of like but what do you thematically what are you trying to say in the film?
I'm trying to uh, focus on the subject of Myrtle Beach and how it's changed over the years and grown, and some things passed away in that change and got lost to history. So we're preserving history.
And so nobody's made this type of documentary before, like this type about this area.
Not really. There's not been a retrospective of the founding of it, and some of these things that I had never heard that it was not originally named Myrtle Beach. I never heard about the naming contest or anything like that. So I did find out some cool facts that you might not have heard about. Definitely highlight all those.
Gotcha. And so when's the project start? When are you going to start doing it?
So I've already got 6 interviews. I've got 5 other interviews to go through editing, and I'm getting more archive footage. I'm probably going to get some other video footage as well. So Jack's segment will be preserved in the same form. It'll just be maybe half of an episode, and I'll do different interviews, maybe 2 interviews an episode. So I think I can probably do 6 30-minute series.
Yeah.
Reasonably.
Who would you want to interview? Like the mayor or like who else?
I was able to interview some of the family members of the prominent families in the area. That would be who actually founded a lot of the area attractions and things like that.
Yeah.
There's a big company that owns a lot of the land in the county called Burroughs and Chapin. So I was able to interview one of the Burroughs family, and I'm looking at interviewing another one that I've got contact with. And as far as interviews, I take a soft touch approach. I typically introduce myself and take 4 to 5 contacts before I get the full interview. So, I try to be very accommodating to my interviewees. So it's about them, not me, and so I can get their full picture. I don't know how it's going to pan out until I've got the whole interview in the can. So how much I'll include and things like that.
Yeah, of course, yeah. But basically, you're trying to get like all the. I'm assuming that this is that you have him as a credit as Mr. Myrtle Beach. Is that his name? Is that his like?
Mr. Myrtle Beach is a different one that was just about him. It was a different film.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah,
about Jack Thompson. Yeah, that was his one credit.
is that what they call him though, Mr. Myrtle Beach?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he's a big icon around here as far as a photographer for the city. Yeah.
Gotcha. And so I'm assuming he would be the main subject of the next one.
Yes. Yeah. Like I was saying, he could be the same segment, and I've got more of his interview that I can expand it, and it would be pretty much the same for his segment, and then adding more interviews.
What about the beach itself, like the ocean itself? How is it preserving? Is it doing okay, or because it's a big discussion these days?
Yes, absolutely. Without beach renourishment, it would have, and we get storms a lot and hurricanes. It would have deteriorated if we didn't intervene somehow. So we do beach renourishment of bringing in sand from the ocean and keeping the city line and the coast intact. And there's a lot of things they do, like dredging and expanding outflows and things like that keep the beach safe. And of course, our dunes are sacred. You don't want to walk on the dunes and things like that, or litter at all. We get sea turtles here, so we have sea turtle night watches, so people don't interrupt their nesting, things like that.
So yeah, they're trying to preserve the ocean for sure, I guess, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, because there's a lot of change, but I guess it's all really from a tourist standpoint. That's why people come, right? Is the beach.
Oh, absolutely. Yep, it's the biggest attraction, I would say.
And when is the beach? When does it get warm there in South Carolina?
You can go to the beach any time of the year. Just the water's going to be cold until start of July. So really, it's just starting now.
So people this is like the peak time during tourists. Like it's the summertime.
Oh yeah, definitely. Whenever school's out, it's definitely all peak time for the beach.
And then people and you have like lots of hotels. A lot of people kind of and end up going over there, I guess, right?
Sure. Yep.
Is the tourist industry okay? Like, is it in terms of like in regards to past years?
Yeah, I say it's bounced back in recent years and they're doing very well.
Because that's like the core of your city, right? Like that is the tourist dollars, right?
Oh yeah, yep. That's the main industry basically. Things surrounding that, and golf and things like that.
Yeah. So how like you're born and raised there? You're born and raised?
Yes.
And
yeah, I lived in New Orleans and Chicago for college.
Gotcha.
Like that.
What brought you back? Why did you come back?
Well, I was in Chicago for 3 years, and I love Chicago and I love the music scene, but the 6 months of snow on the ground, I had the option to come back to Myrtle Beach to be near my family, so I decided to do that.
Gotcha. Yeah. So then you're gonna keep making documentaries. This was your first ever film you've made, right?
Yes, I've written 2 screenplays, and I had done that first, and I wanted to direct, so I had to basically do it on my own. Put something together on my own and come up with every aspect of it. So this was the first project I directed.
How's it feel to be finished?
Great. I'm on cloud 9 right now. I got a little bit of a break while I put together the next segments, so taking it easy right now.
But you got the bug. I guess you got the filmmaking bug.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, because it's a lot. I'm assuming a lot of this was done in editing, right? Kind of like doing the voiceover, but kind of picking the pictures that you needed, I guess, in the film.
Absolutely. Yep.
Isn't that film going to have any color in it?
Yes. There'll probably be more modern, color photography and video and some of the other segments that cover different areas of time. Yeah. Different time frames and things like that.
Like the contrast, I guess, because everything's like a lot of things. Like, is the seaside cafeteria still there?
No, the Mammy's Kitchen is kind of iconic, and that is still there. Although it did have a kind of a traffic accident recently. It was just in the news, actually. Somebody actually ran into the building. But some yes.
Did anybody get hurt?
I don't know. I don't think it was too bad, but it's there's a lot of the iconic stuff still around. Yeah.
So they have to fix it, I guess. I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, they've already done that. Yeah.
Damn it! What happened to that person? Were they drunk or something, or
they were running from the police and right into the building.
What's even more dramatic then?
Yeah.
Jesus, they could have killed somebody.
Yeah. No, that didn't happen. Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah. Are you gonna put that in your documentary?
That's more like recent news. I don't think of. It's always possible. It's possible.
Yeah. So what's the future of Myrtle Beach? Is this going to keep trucking along? Just keep doing what it's doing?
Well, that's kind of what the question that this documentary asks. What will the future of Myrtle Beach. If you look at the whole thing, you know, we got to understand our past to understand our future. So the things that are lost to history, maybe we dig them back up and we look at it in this perspective and understand ourselves better.
Yeah, I think everybody's got to do that on a macro level. We tend to forget we're everybody's so in the moment these days.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the film, you know, the archives are out there, the history's out there if you just look. So it takes some digging, and that's kind of the point of the documentary.
All right, man. Well, congratulations. I'd love to see you when the film's done. So keep in touch, and congratulations on the success making your first film. You got it out there. You should be proud. And let's talk again when we either showcase another film of yours or when you make your next film.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.